All right, I believe I am live, as I've been said. Hello, everyone at Shots Fired. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Uh, I have woken up bright and early for this wonderful game that I will be showing you all called Taifu. We will just get right into it because this is a nice short little gem. I'd just like to point out to everyone wondering, I am playing on easy because this game is really hard on normal. So yeah, we will get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the rough story of this game is that all of the load screens are incredibly long. That's not actually the story, but I'm playing on a PlayStation 2 with fast disk speed. I did a practice run on a 90K just to see if it would significantly change the loads, and it did not. So that was Dragon. This is the tutorial level. That was the entire tutorial level. You're supposed to do a bunch of platforming and learn from the panda, who is the headmaster of the temple, which we're currently at, how to jump, how to kick, how to fight, how to platform, all that stuff. But you can literally just jump off the starting point, around, not even an invisible wall, just like a wall of lag. That wasn't stream, that was the game actually lagging. Even on a 90K, that lags there. And you just walk into the end of the level. And yeah, so I'm not quite sure why this isn't shots fired. There are very few shots fired. However, Ty is a spicy individual. So we will hear a couple choice lines from Ty, which I will concede are shots being fired. So if you guys would like to keep a times Ty has fired a shot going, that could be your early morning game. You'll notice right on that jump pad there that I actually jumped a little late. I got kicked into the air and then jumped. You'll see it again here. That is going to be a pretty important mechanic for an upcoming level, but just keep that in mind because that'll give you an idea of what physics in this game are like. The geo in this game is wild. So this game is a beat 'em up, and it will do typical beat 'em up things, and it will lock you in rooms with enemies that you must defeat in order to progress. So that's our first one. It requires you to defeat 2 enemies. Now you'll notice what I did was I just picked the snake up and I threw him off the bridge. That's the really cool thing about how this game is designed, is if an enemy goes far enough out of bounds or off of the camera, the enemy no longer exists. So I can literally just chuck enemies off of bridges and off of maps instead of ever actually fighting them. And I will be doing that in quite a few cases to get out of fights as soon as possible, because as with any beat 'em up, you want to resolve any combat as soon as possible. You'll also notice Ty has really weird collision when he gets hurt. If he gets hurt on the ground, then Ty will fall on his back and be stuck in an awkward prone position for ages. However, if he gets hit in the air, I can do this kick flip to get out of it. So depending on what's happening, you might see a few times Ty just kind of magically kick into the air and get a pseudo double jump. I haven't found any use for it yet, but that is the thing that could happen. Also, the overworld map's really nice. I just automatically moves to the next level for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing on there. Thank you, everyone, for the good luck. I appreciate it, all of you. I do have chat open, so if you have any questions or anything, I will do my darnest to get to them. So we're going to do a small skip here, jump over that spike pit, and we're going to get introduced to our second type of enemy. Currently, we are fighting the Snake Clan. So all those snakes before, they were just basically the lowest tier snakes in the snake army. This game is based on Chinese mythology. Oh, there's one more. You can see in the top right how many I have to fight. So right now we're fighting the Snake Clan as the tiger. A little bit of the story: we are the last tiger in existence. The dragon, which you saw in the opening cutscene. We're also going to do a skip here. Yeah, let's go. We got it. So we took advantage of the way those jump platforms work to just skip a giant chunk of the level. But yeah, so the dragon we saw at the very first cutscene basically annihilated all of the tigers. Also, this guy's an Arnold Schwarzenegger reference, I'm pretty certain. He's meant to be a really big enemy, but we're just gonna remove him from the equation instead of actually fighting them, because these big snakes with the boxing gloves really like to block a lot, and obviously if a snake is blocking, you're not doing damage to him because nuisance. And blocking. Yeet. Off the ledge he goes. But yeah, so Dragon showed up to the Panda Temple in search of Tai, who is the last known tiger alive, and basically razed the temple to the ground. So the only people who survived are Tai and his adoptive panda master. And now Tai is like, you know what? I'm gonna go kick that dragon's teeth in. That dragon's silly. I don't like the dragon. And now Tai has set off on a magical adventure. Magical adventure. Tai has set off on an adventure to show Dragon what's what. But first we have to get there. And to do that, we have to fight the most powerful snake in the entire army. So a lot of the bosses in this game have like manips or pseudo manips. So what we need to do with Crusher Python here is wait for him to stop tossing his staff back and forth, because him tossing his staff is him guarding. So we have to perfectly time it out. So he stops tossing, he goes to whack us, and then we hop back in and we beat him up. So that was a pretty solid Crusher Python fight. No blocks, not the fastest, but definitely not the slowest. Now I want to point something out about cutscenes in this game. Cutscenes are in-engine, but cutscenes render all different parts of the cutscene at different times. So the audio, normally there would have been audio playing there, but because I had already skipped the cutscene, there was no audio playing. I guess that's our first shot fired. I don't really know if that's a shot fired, but that uses our blue key gauge up at the top. You're going to be seeing that a lot. That's like the primary mechanic for the entire middle game. But yeah, that was Mantis, who taught us how to harness our key in an explosive burst out from us. And Mantis basically said, you're an idiot. You're not powerful enough. Go talk to the Leopard Master. The Leopard Master will teach you some skills you'll need to know. So now, we're working our way through Leopard territory, and Leopard doesn't know who we are. So Leopard has a mix of apprehension in us randomly approaching his territory and needing to test us to make sure we are ready to even, get to him. So to do that, we have to get through all of these jungles, deal with all of the last vestiges of snakes that are still in this jungle, and now we've been introduced to leopards. We're only meeting one kind of leopard here, which is your standard yellow leopard. They don't have too much health, but we in general don't have to fight them. So we're gonna jump into the void, trigger a checkpoint. That is gonna be a pretty common thing in a lot of the leopard area, is just able to do that. We're gonna use our key burst here to instantly take out 2 leopards, because on easy difficulty, the leopards will die in 1 key burst. The weak leopards, there are another variety. And then the moment leopards spawn on screen, we're just gonna kick out into the void, and that's just gonna respawn us out here. And someone who doesn't know this game, you're now like, wait, what? Where did you just end up? Don't worry about it. I'm further in the level at the cost of a life. Sometimes this game just does that. You can just hop into the void and teleport later in the level. So we're gonna move here, and you'll notice I got 3 kills. There's actually 2 plants off the screen that you can't see that you can actually hit one of them despite being in this combat. So it's those 2 plants there. And because I got that kill, I actually was able to end that fight a little earlier than intended, which is really nice because the way this game works, basically once you've triggered the end fight, any enemies you kill count for that, as long as you're still alive. So we're going to do a skip there. We're going to spawn these two enemies. We're going to spawn this guy. Now we need to get a little bit of key back, which we did, thankfully. I want to kill that guy and try to respawn him. Bring him over here. Now you'll notice we are 4 enemies short. We have 3 on the screen. We're going to walk over here. Spawn this guy. 1 key blast. Oh, unfortunately, I did not hit one of the enemies. He despawned. I think I got too far away. So we're just going to finish that guy off. Not die. My health is the green gauge at the top right. That was a little scary, but we got through it fine. And get out of the first leopard level. Okay. So you can see here on the screen, this is the end level screen. It tells you like your jade count, your life count. None of those things really matter. The style moves at the bottom are basically what abilities you know. So Mantis 1, which we learned after Crusher Python, is the key burst. Now, we have moved into the leopard temples. Now, the thing about leopard temples is they're going to say, why fight what can be burned? We don't need to burn them because we have these pots. Pots are absolutely lethal. So that was the first fight in the level. We just picked 2 pots up and we didn't even throw them. The leopards literally hopped into the pot. We're going to hop or walk around the trigger here and kick into the void. And that's going to hit a checkpoint. And would you look at that, we're significantly later into the level. Now, we're going to go behind this statue, and we're just going to crouch. And what this is going to do is it's going to manipulate the AI to do exactly what you see them doing. Like, I don't think I need to explain an AI manipulation to you. It's pretty cut and dry what's happening there. Now, this level normally is really hard. Like, this game ramps the difficulty up a ton. There are a lot of fights. We're just gonna walk into this like mountain void, and there you go. I actually have no idea what that skips. I haven't played this game casually since like 20 I don't even know. I haven't played this game casually in ages. All I remember is this level actually made me almost stop playing this game because I'm really not a fan of beat 'em up games. But no, once I saw that skip, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just teleport magically to the entire end of the level. Who cares what is supposed to happen? There I go. All right, so Leopard Lookout. This is our first instance of a, and you're about to hear this correctly, chance to crash the game by skipping a cutscene too quickly. Yes? Remember how every part of a cutscene loads at different times? In these ones, the gameplay and the cutscene video load at different times. So it's possible to soft lock or hard lock. So we're gonna open the Leopard Princess boss fight with an immediate key blast, which gets a free hit. With good R&D, Lotus will just hop right into us, which is what we really want. That's gonna let us just immediately do exactly what you see us doing. And now we're gonna do, oh no, she blocked a lot, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, this isn't exactly what you want Lotus to do because she's being a jerk and blocking. She doesn't normally block that much. You want to finish that off with 2 key blasts, but you have to be able to actually land damage to regen key. So because I couldn't do that, I lost 10 seconds. She was being a real jerk about it. So this one, if I'm mashing start here, if I mash start before this cutscene plays, I actually hard lock the game. Like, I physically cannot play. So right there, we met the Leopard Master. His daughter was like, you're hot, and he was like, stop hitting on my daughter. You've mastered the way of the leopard. Let me teach you a new ability. Literally, that's what that cutscene is. His daughter is like, I like you, tiger, and his and daddy's like, stop it. So anyway, you want to learn leopard style. The This game's great. By the way, this game is made by DreamWorks Interactive and published by Activision. So this is pre-Kung Fu Panda. This is Tai-Fu Tiger. Yeah, so now everyone is aware of that connection. I hope you all enjoy that. Yes, I have answered your burning questions about the origins of this game. So we're coming up to Temple Bridges, which is our way to learn how to use Leopard Leap. And now you get to hear the best noise in the game, which is Tai Leopard Leaping. Leopard Leaping is kind of hard to control. So if you see me kind of like do a little bit of a panic like that, it's because I'm trying not to leap into the void and die. But yeah, Leopard Leap has this wonderful, just, you know, little roar noise. Dang, I didn't get any of these three guys. You want all three of those guys to get Leopard Leaped on, but unfortunately I couldn't initiate any of the combos because they all have stack 6, and those 6 can hit you like super silly. We're also going to do a bunch of mini skips here. There are 2 skips you can do in this level that I don't go for because they're incredibly hard, and checkpoints in this level are very few and far between. A death at any of these points can easily cause us to fall into the void and lose a lot of progress. Ooh, we got the good RNG where he's already spawned. Don't push me into the void, please. All right, goodbye. We're going to hop over here. On this guy, move here, kill all 3 of them, hopefully, and finish the level. Is that Tai-Fu the best DreamWorks game on PS1? Yeah, I do think it is. So, basically what happened in the story is Leopard said, here's Leopard, go down and meet Mantis. Mantis will give you guidance on where to go next. So, you know, we've tracked down Mantis. We know he's located in these set of caves down here. So we need to go learn how to better harness our ki, because basically Leopard was like, you're okay at fighting, but you really need to learn how to harness ki better. You're very ignorant on the ways. And this is a giant cave maze. What we're gonna do instead of any of that is hop on this statue, hop on this bridge, and just absolutely say no to the entire level. And we're just gonna hop up to the literal end of the level and go grab the end level token. That level is massive. That level is painful. There is a lot of really annoying fights. I know House in chat played the game casually recently. He might be able to back up what that level is like casually. None of it. We do none of that in the speedrun. We hop on a statue and skip the entire level. Also, remember to stay hydrated. It's early. These load screens are long. Alright, so we're coming up on boss fight number 3. This is the clay mantises. What we're going to do is take out 2 mantises with a burst, try to leopard style while dodging the you want to not get hit by the key balls that are being fired at us. Take out another 2, and there should be, oh, I see. And there should be 1 more. Now, you see me doing a little slam at the end of my combo. That's because that slam will actually do damage when it hits the ground. It's not relevant in this fight, but in some later fights, because enemies will always spawn in the same spot, when I slam back down onto the ground, I'll actually kill the enemies that are spawning out of the ground. But that one's thankfully pretty easy. It's just about, I think, 6, maybe 8 manises you have to take out, with 2 key bursts and a couple leopard leaps. So we're gonna skip doing anything in this level the way the game wants. Also, the camera's really janky. If I hit like a wall or anything while leopard leaping, which can happen just because the camera turned, I just stop leopard leaping. So it's actually pretty uncommon to be able to make it all the way to that platform I did without stopping leopard leaping. I'm glad I was able to make it there, but then you saw I couldn't quite make it onto the platform because I wasn't expecting it. So in that cutscene, Mantis taught us a new ability. He taught us how to harness our ki into energy balls that we can shoot, which I guess is the other reason this game got into Shot to Fire, is because we could shoot the ki. And then he reprimanded us for being a silly boy who thinks we can possibly fight the might of Dragon. But we're like, no, we're gonna prove it to you, and we're gonna do that by skipping a giant chunk of the first part of this level. We're going to do a little... Oh! That's unfortunate. What we're gonna do is get on this platform here and do a leopard leap if the camera and game will let me. Oh my gosh. Dude, the game is fighting me right now. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Hold on. I got this. Okay, I'm turning too early. Game. Give me the skip. There we go. We're just gonna skip a chunk of the level. It's not that hard. I just struggled on it. Okay. Apparently you can't jump up that. We're gonna hop around this tornado because that will one-shot me. Activate that. We're gonna go for another skip. Probably not get it. Yeah, we didn't get it. That's unfortunate, but that is a really hard skip to get. Pick this up. Try to line this up so that we'll activate the power as and end up on the raising column. And now we're gonna fight these snakes. Now there is another snake on the left side of that arena. However, that snake on the left is a much tougher version of the snake. It's like a Shadowcaster snake. We do not want to fight the Shadowcaster at this point in the game because, as you might be able to see my HP on easy, I can lose it really easily. The Shadowcaster snakes will, no joke, drain my HP. But thankfully, you can manipulate that fight to exclusively fight the 5 easy snakes. It's a little slower than fighting 2 at once, arguably, but it really depends on how you fight, because having to fight that Shadow Snake is painful. So, this is meant to be like a testing grounds level. Basically, this level is here to say, you have 3 new styles. You now know how to leopard. You know how to use mantis 2 ways. What I want you to do is pass this set of puzzles in order to reach the end of the level and solve all of this. And we're just going to tell the level, no you. And we're literally going to hop across the rooftops because this game just lets us do that. And we're going to skip every challenge that level had for us. We're not going to do any of them, which is good because that level casually is really hard. They expect you to do some silly stuff with your key shots on very tight timing. So now that we're out of Crossroads 1, which again, testing ground to make sure you know how to use your moves, we're gonna head into the monkey realm. So Mantis said we can't fight Dragon yet because Dragon is holding some of the masters hostage. The masters we need to rescue are Monkey. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Are Monkey and Crane. So we're gonna start Monkey by doing a small skip, which that avoids a mandatory fight against monkeys, and we're gonna hop on this lip. Now, the running theme of this level is going to be monkeys randomly hitting us. There are a lot of lift cycles, which thankfully cycles are local to tie, like, loading their entities, but just like feel free to count the amount of times. If I get this game into a that can also happen. So, basically the way to explain that is tie things. That's just the camera zipped down below because Ty jumped over a pit. And because the camera zipped, it deloaded the area Ty was in. And Ty fell into the void and died. Unfortunate life loss there. But, you know, sometimes I am scared. I don't know. The camera is being a nuisance. Okay, I'm gonna not do that this time. And now we're gonna go into the midpoint of the level. So now this is a scripted fight against monkeys. What we're going to do is use our... Come on. This is also the point where the game starts getting really hard for no reason. We're going to use our Mantis 2 power, but we picked up a scroll. You've noticed these scrolls about now and again, probably. Basically, what scrolls do is they give you different elemental powers. There's all the typical 5 elements of Chinese mythology. You have fire scrolls, you have wood scrolls, you have water scrolls, you have lightning scrolls, etc. We want the fire scroll for this level because on easy difficulty, no, I don't think I'm gonna make this cycle. Thank you, game. What the fire scroll does is it lets you one-shot any monkey that you hit with it, which is really useful for these big monkeys. Speaking of, we're gonna skip him, we're gonna avoid that lift, and we're just gonna hop down below. And this is the most annoying set of monkeys we got through without getting hit by monkey shenanigans. You love that. Those monkeys are a pain in the tuchus. Monkey Kung Fu strong. Indeed. Monkey style. It's funny because the monkeys here make monkey style look good, but low-key, monkey style is straight up the worst style in the game, and it will actually cause you to fail the final boss. If you accidentally monkey style, which is incredibly easy to do, yeah, you'll just have no fun. No bueno. So I need to conserve this fire scroll I picked up because this level has an incredibly tough fight at the end of it. So I have to actually try to fight these monkeys normally. You ultimately want to get them in a leopard style loop right out the door, but that did not quite happen, so I had to fight most of them. And now 7 enemies. So there are... The basic way this fight works is every time a big monkey is killed, it gets replaced by a big monkey, and every time a small monkey is killed, it gets replaced by a small monkey. And you can't just farm the small monkeys for 7... Please use the fire! You can't just farm the small monkeys for 7 kills, because the big monkeys in this incredibly small space, they will harry you. They will continually harass you until you basically remove them from the equation. So that's why we brought that fire all the way from the beginning to this, or from like the halfway point to that point, because without that fire, that fight becomes much harder. That's probably one of the 3 hardest fights in the game. Like, no joke. So, we're coming into Monkey. This is the next boss in the game. This is the second cutscene that I am aware of that if you skip too fast, you will soft lock the game. So I'm gonna make sure the cutscene has started playing first before Drunken Fist Monkey Master crashes my entire game. What? Okay. I could restart this fight because he's not supposed to go up there. I clipped him with an accidental roar at the start of the level, which caused that. But ultimately, I don't care. I'm So you want to 3-cycle Monkey. You can 2-cycle him on New Game Plus with a move we don't have yet. But on New Game, you want to 3-cycle him. However, because of that accidental clip, and then I missed with my attempted hit, probably gonna 4-cycle. Yeah. Don't worry about what Monkey's throwing at us. I mean, it's a monkey. You figure it out. And Monkey will just like stun lock us perpetually because he's a great boss. We can't actually do anything to him while he's all the way up there anyway. So it doesn't matter. We just have to basically run around. All right, and that's Monkey. So that is the cutscene that if I skip too fast, we soft lock. Or I mean, we can technically pause the game. I need to stop hitting my R1 button. Because I did that, I missed a cycle, but we're gonna be underestimated. What a cursed phase! So this level is meant to be an obstacle course that teaches you how to use Monkey style. Monkey is useful for one thing and one thing only, and it is hopping on the worst obstacle in video game history. So these little Chinese lanterns, if you do not hold your analog stick or push D-pad perfectly straight, will send you flying into the void. You will go who knows where. They are the worst abomination in video game history. It's exclusively like this is a respectable game, but Monkey style is bad. I will shots fired this game all day because Monkey style is trash. Alright, so we're at Crane Harbor. Now that we've freed Monkey, who taught us Monkey style, we're here to free Crane. Now, Crane style, we're going to try to go for a skip that saves about 15 seconds, and we're probably going to get it, but you know, karma. Yep, karma. We'll go for it one more try because we have plenty of time. And this run's not gonna PB. My PB in this game's actually really good. I was never able to come even close to it in practice, so we're just gonna full send the skip, guys. Yep, karma. Alright, I got one more attempt in me, and then I will just do the level normally, because if you miss it even once, like you're already losing time if you've missed the skip even once. Because it only saves about 15 seconds. Alright, come on. Nope. Alright, we're just gonna do the level normally. You guys got the gist of what the skip is supposed to do. I will now show you everything that I would have skipped if I actually got it. I got it first try in practice every time because of course you do. It's practice. Why would you not get it first try? So what that did, or what that would have done, is there's two gates right there. You saw a gate there. It skipped me having to come over to this little like catapult. Skip that lag, that enemy, and it let me jump to that corner there. So you can see it's not really like a big time save. It's just flashy to show it off, and you really want it because 15 seconds is massive in a run. But I couldn't get it, and that's fine. So here we're gonna do a skip. We're just gonna We're gonna skip around the intended way to go, and that saves a lot of time. There's a giant like middle of the level platforming section. We're just gonna do none of it. We're gonna leopard leap around. Now we need to be very careful not karma. So anyway, when you game over, which we shouldn't game over, but we did, so I have to explain this. When you game over, you basically restart the entire level with 5 lives. The game is nice in that it's really not super punishing. What is happening, Crane Harbor? Please. It's too early for this. Just let me watch. I'm gonna one cycle the boss after this. Just because. Crane Harbor. This level sucks, dude. I'm not even gonna go for. I'm just gonna do the level. So anyway, welcome to Crane Harbor. Dude, come on, hit the. This is why we don't hit this switch normally, because these freaking stork pelican bosses are a pain in the butt. Anyway, we're back at 5 lives. That's what matters. What we're going to do is get hit by the pelican, run over here, and do a skip to skip. The camera change is lethal. We're going to skip a huge platforming section in the middle of the level. I definitely think I clipped through the ground, by the way, for anyone wondering why I died there. Hopefully not get shot by some stork pinions. Skip or do monkey style across all of that and then get to the final fight. Now, thankfully, this enemy can be one-shot by lightning element. So we're gonna do exactly that. We're just gonna go and lightning, 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 and we're out. Yeah, so there will be ice later. Those flying things are the worst enemies. I believe that. Just so everyone's aware, we lost like 2.5 minutes on that stage. Don't care. I'm just here to play Thai. Apparently this game was really popular in Europe. In case some of the European audience here know this game. Anyway, Rat Pirate. So, this is a really, really annoying... Those are indeed cranes. Cranes and storks. Really annoying boss. So we need to specifically hit him with this combo that you see here. Now, when we get to a certain point, he's gonna enrage, which is this red. And when he enrages, he becomes invulnerable. So now what I need to do is bait a sickle throw, not get hit by it, get 2 good hits, and of course, on the run that loses 2.5 minutes to Crane Harbor, we one cycle the most annoying boss in the game. Anyone who's played this game casually is well aware there's an intended way to do that fight, and then there is what I just did. You're supposed to come all the way down this ship, grab that barrel right there, and walk across the entire ship while Rat Boss is throwing those sickles at you, and rats are trying to bite you on the ground. It's very annoying. But instead, we'll just completely one cycle that entire fight and skip all of his intended mechanics. Never heard of it. Still marathons. Let's go. So now, that set of cutscenes was basically Crane saying, "You freed me. I appreciate it. Let me teach you a new move." So now we know the most broken move in the game. We know flight. Now, I want to make this point crystal clear to you. Crane and the game both explicitly say, hold the X button to fly. Everyone remember, hold the X button to fly. And I'm going to show you why this game is garbage. Also, this is Crossroads 2. It's another level where we're supposed to learn how to use our new moves. Now we have Flight and Monkey. Guess what we're gonna do, guys? No. Ain't nobody have no time to practice learning our new moves. We're gonna do exactly what we did last room. And we're just gonna skip the entire level. My way is how Rat Fight is supposed to be. Let's go. Alright. This is Great Wall. This is my actual least favorite level in the game. So, the dragon's elite army has taken to the field. We are now fighting boars. Boars have heavy axes, do a lot of damage, and throw bombs. So what we're going to try to do is bait this boar. Nope, he's going to throw bombs at me. What we're going to try to do is hopefully get this boar to come to me. No, he does not want to. Okay, good. So with the boar up here, what we're going to do is kill the boar. Maybe. We're going to pick the boar up. And now we're going to crouch here. And what this crouch is going to do is it's going to cause every boar that's spawning to just hop into the void. And it's going to end that fight for us. There's a quick way to do that. There's even a way to skip this fight. Both of those are really hard. So instead, what we're going to do is run along the walls, because that skips intended fights. Walk up to this guy. Punch him, because these boars are absolutely lethal. And now we're going to skip an intended fight by hovering around this wall. We're going to skip a intended set of fights by hovering over this gap. And now we're going to skip another set of intended platforming by hovering over this gap. And we're going to get to this section. So everyone who's played this game casually is probably now just like, I cannot believe all the shit you just skipped. Or, sorry, I didn't mean to curse there. But shots fired. These boars suck. Alright, so that earth power-up is by far the most powerful power-up in the entire game. It will instantly lock down any enemy. And now we're going to hug the wall, and it's going to skip another intended fight. We're going to fight this boar here, because we need some key if we can. The boar is being a pain in the butt. Unfortunate, I fell. I should still be able to skip that fight, yeah. So you want to fight that boar to get your key back, because now you can see we have to fight 6. So there are small boars over on the left side of the arena, which I do not want to spawn until I absolutely need to. Get this. Use that, because thankfully I only need to take out 2 more enemies, which I can spawn both here. Also, that's what happens if the big boars hit me, is they just casually toss me across the arena, which we really don't like. Again, great wall, horrible level. Execution there was not up to par. But getting through that level at all is an accomplishment some days. So I'm just glad we are out. Sand is coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Yeah, surprisingly, there's no sand in this game. But there is snow. So earlier, there was some discussion on ice physics. Yeah, welcome to ice physics. I bet y'all didn't know that your beat-em-up game needed ice physics, right? Well, it does. So, boars have taken over Tiger Mountain. It's called Tiger Mountain because this is where the tigers used to live. So we've made it to the old home of the tigers. And basically what we have to do is fight through an army of boars in order to get to the old tiger temple. So that's our current job. Mantis confronted us at the last crossing ground and said, "You're still not ready for dragon. Go to the old tiger grounds and learn what happened to your father. Learn your father's secrets." No, come on. Okay, we're gonna block the board's attack, which is gonna cause him to taunt, and if we do it right, we can pick him up and throw him off the map. So, remember everyone that I said you need to hold X according to the game? I'm gonna hold X. Not gonna happen. Actually, what you need to do is mash X, because every time you mash X, you reset your flight duration, which causes you to fly up to like 2.5 times further than if you hold X. That jump there is the hard way to find that out. So what we're gonna do now is skip huge chunks of the level by just hopping up this ice collision, which sometimes doesn't work. Very tedious. There we go. That just skipped, literally that skipped like 3/4 of the level by hopping up all that ice. We're gonna do one more flight, and now we're gonna do the hardest fight of this level. We have 4 boars that we have to kill. So we killed 2, and now 2 more spawn, and we do not want to fall out of this arena if we can help it. But, you know, boar's gonna bore. Come on. Is he coming down here, or is he trapped? Okay, he's down there. Oh my god, boar! You could probably tell by now I hate boars. How do you do this, Cap? Indeed. Like, the game does not explain to you, the game says, and I quote, hold X. You have to mash X to cross that gap. Alright, so we're coming up on the penultimate boss. Now, this is Boar. One thing you guys may have noticed this whole game, besides all the skips, because, you know, we're about to do a skip, is the blue gauge at the top left has been used. The blue gauge has been used to shoot key, do key blast, all of basically everything key related has been with the blue gauge. This boss punishes you if you do anything key related. So instead, for Boar, what we need to do is exclusively melee combo him. So if we do this right, we will put Boar in a perfect loop. Now, Boar has a phase 2. What we're gonna do is literally the same thing. We're gonna bait him into attack. And unfortunately, Boar is random. If Boar hits you too far away like that, which there's just no way to dodge, he will start blocking and back up. So you can sometimes potentially get him to let you into the loop again, like right there. So that was a pretty good Boar. He only broke the loop once between both phases. Also, RIP Boar God. He's fine though. No one dies in Pixar games. Leopard. Yeah, leopard randomly activated. That was scary. So we're going to come over here, break this ice, fly across this gap, grab a free life, even though we really don't need it, and walk over here and end the Boar boss. I'm pretty happy with that Boar loop. So if you use any key moves at all on Boar, he just absolutely counters your face. And now we're going to do what's called Coal Skip. This is found by the French runner Sistar. Yep, there we go. First try. So that's intended to be a giant platforming section. You can see those bones there. You like hop across waterfalls, go across bones, do all this stuff. Nah, we just fly across the entire level. We literally fly from the start to the end and skip the level. So that's our dad. He's a white tiger. Our dad basically says, son, I'm proud of you for making it this far. Learn the ancient style of my ancestors. Tiger. So now we know tiger style. And tiger is fun. So this level is basically, let's say this, we're being put in the area that is meant to teach you how to use moves again. This time we have to actually complete it. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk up to this door and we're going to tell the door, no, we are coming for Dragon. And we're going to Tiger style through that door. And we're going to come to the hardest level in the game, Shadow Gauntlet. So Shadow Gauntlet is the ultimate test of all of your abilities. Do you know what you are doing? And what we're going to tell the game, what we're going to tell the game is, yeah, we know what we're doing so well that we're going to crane style across a chunk of the level. Oh, that sucks. That's what I'm talking about with monkey balls. Even the slightest mishap with monkey balls will send you into the void, into the lava. You just kind of have to accept it. So hopefully monkey balls behave. Didn't. Come on, monkey balls. Come on. Okay. And now we're going to, this is the newest skip in the game. We're going to fly entirely around, take advantage of the way collision works in this game, get popped into the collision, and skip another section. So that's, we've skipped basically an entire fourth of this, or entire half of this level. We're in the back half of this level now. And again, this level is meant to really show you just like how to use all of your moves. So now we're gonna fight with Tiger. Tiger is a really fun style because Tiger will do like 18 hits, or the alternative is Tiger will turn you into monkey style. And when Tiger goes full monkey, Tiger does no damage. So earlier I was complaining about monkey, and now you know one. So we're gonna do another skip here. There you go. That just skipped another quarter of the level. And now we're gonna do the hardest monkey balls in the entire game. Trust me when I say I made that look so easy. So there's a checkpoint about halfway between those instant death lasers. Instead, we're just going to skip to the literal end of the level, do the only pop fly in the entire game. Why did you leopard? Oh. Okay, hold on one sec. I've triggered the end fight, so I'm just going to defeat these opponents here. And now, again, only pop fly in the game. We're going to fly to the end. And unfortunately, the enemies I need to kill have fallen down there, so I kind of have to wait for them to respawn. Oh, okay, he respawned. As you can see, I need to kill 5 enemies for this fight. So we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna walk back and forth, tiger them, fly into that coin, and end the level. So, hardest level in the game, and we skipped like 75% of that level. So, now that we've beaten that level, we're coming up to the final boss. So, basically, cutscene's gonna start playing, Dragon is gonna come down, and Dragon's gonna be like, alright, okay, you think you're tough? You think you've beat all my minions? Let's go, Tiger. Let's go. Mano a mano. My job, my goal, eliminate all tigers in this round because I hate tigers. And Ty is like, you killed my family, I kill you. And he calls him like a sissy baka or something like that. Like, play the game, man. The cutscenes are glorious. Final boss. So I specifically told Heki, who is our restreamer, this boss will die when he wants to. And I mean that. Dragon will just randomly stop all of my attacks. Just expect him to pick me up and throw me. Here's how we fight Dragon. We tiger stance. We just tiger stance. And every time I get that white, he's blocking. So we just do this until he decides not to block. That's literally how we fight this. The time is when the cutscene for killing him starts. Also, we can block fireballs. I never explained that, but we just block fireballs. We're specifically not moving from this platform because to move from this platform is to invite death. Look at the damage he's doing, man. Okay, so if you do this well, you can 2-cycle Dragon, but that's not happening. Okay, time is coming up very soon when the cutscene starts, which could be any time between now and 13 minutes from now. Nope. 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 Nope, monkey. Nope, he grabbed me. Nope, he tail whipped. Nope, he fire breathed me. Nope, he grabbed me. Please don't die. Okay, time. He just wouldn't let me win. Dragon is silly. All right, I saw that was like a 54, like 18 or something. Now, I promised everyone, I just want to point out while this cutscene is playing, this game, T for Teen, DreamWorks, Activision. I'm going to skip this cutscene because you guys need to see the best line in this game. This marathon, this is shots fired, guys. Everyone, beautiful, Haifu, Wrath of the Tiger. Congratulations, you've put the FU back in Kung Fu. And then you crack your knuckles, crack your neck, and you walk away because cool guys don't look at credits. Thank you everyone for having me. I don't like beat 'em ups, but like this game is just glorious. Like this is a game you have to play. Please play this game. You should be able to pick it up cheap. We have a speedrunning page. You can come hang out with me in my Discord because like that is the Discord for this game if you want to learn it. I'll gladly teach you. We have a couple people who are interested in learning this game in the future, but I mean, yeah, also this game has some high quality voice actors being Pixar. So like these credits, you'll see some people in them and you're like, what? Who? Anyway, thanks for having me at Shots Fired. I'm Sarge. You could click my name and follow me there. I'll be back later today with another run. I'll be back tomorrow with another run. Good luck at Shots Fired, and thanks everyone for having me. I hope you all have a great morning and great rest of your day.